Hi, today we're making this great celebrating you card. This would be good for birthdays or anything else where someone's achieved something and you want to send them a nice card to celebrate it. And it uses the perennial birthday stamp set. This goes with the current perennial birthday kit, which will be retiring at the end of this month, but the stamp set will be staying on into the new annual catalogue, which is great because we can use this stamp set on its own as well as with the kit. So we'll start today with doing the base of this card. So I've just got some very vanilla thick cardstock here, which we're just going to fold and score in half. So this is a half A4 sheet, or an A5 sheet if you like. And I've shown you before, but I do like to score and then fold in and score again when I do my cardstock. This just gives me a really nice flat line and means that the inside has just a nice crease and not the broken cardstock look that we can sometimes get. So to do this background here, I have Marina Mist, which will be retiring 31st of May. I have Calypso Coral, which is staying, and I have Pear Pizzazz, which I'm pretty sure is staying. We might move them back a little bit so you can see the card properly. Okay, so there's this little dotty stamp. I'm just going to put random bits of colour. Now you can put them all up nice and close together if you want to, or put a nice gap in between. It's entirely up to you how dense you want it. I'm going to move on. I'll do the Calypso Coral next. Now I didn't clean my stamp in between that, but I did just go off on my scratch paper there, just to take off any excess ink. So this one I'm just trying to fill in mostly those gaps. Oop. You could also do this on a separate piece of paper and basically make like your own designer cardstock. And cut it to size or use it any way that you'd normally use your DSP. So again, I'm just coming through, trying to fill in the main areas that don't have much colour. And see how quickly this comes together, guys. It's just so fast to get your little speckly background like that. And then that bit's done. I'll pop that aside. Now here's my greeting. I've already pre-cut this. It says, "Here's to celebrating you." I'm going to stamp this in the Marina Mist as well. Now if you were really worried about not centering it properly, you can stamp and then die cut to make sure you get it centered properly. Or as I do, just die cut it and then stamp it. It's entirely up to you. I'm just going to use the Pear Pizzazz to very lightly scuff some colour in around the edge. So you don't want your dauber to be too wet when you do this. If you see, if I stamp off here, there's really not much ink on there at all. It builds up very quickly and very easily. And if it's ever not quite dark enough, you can always go over again, but you can't really take the ink off once you've already done it. So here we go, I'm going around for a second time just to build up that very edge just a bit darker. And there we are. Next I'm going to stamp our stamps. And I've forgotten that ink, so give me 1 second. And by the magic of camera, I am back. Okay, so I've just grabbed the black archival ink to do this one. So I'm just going to stamp 3 of these guys. Just on here. And I'm just going to use my blender pen to colour these in. So start with one for Calypso Coral. Yep, I don't think my ink was quite dry there. I'll quickly hit that with a heat gun. There we go, that looks a bit better. It's alright, it's picking up that black now. I just basically want it darker in the centre and then just working out to a fairly light outside. Just picking up a lot of black on there today. I don't know why. Right, this one might be a bit darker than I originally wanted, but nope, I don't know what's wrong with that. I'm going to switch ends. Get another one. I'm going to just stamp another one, can't I? And it hasn't got all icky blackness through it. There's nothing in my pen. This is more what we want. So we don't need to be too precise for the colouring on this one. You could even just use your sponge dauber for the flower centres and just do a circle with the flower. There we go. I'm going to just come back and get a bit more colour onto my brush here. And just come up one side of it, make one side a bit darker. Just to make it look like it's got a bit of shadowing and shape to it. You don't have to do that if you didn't want to. There we are. Come back to my Calypso Coral again. See if we can get it right this time. So I'm just going to do a little bit on my yellow flowers. Just like that. I might even just show you how to do it with a doorbell. My doorbell's not there for that one. My Calypso Coral Dauber's missing, but that's alright. We'll just get a fresh one here. And I would just put that in the middle. And bring it out a little bit. Just like that. Doesn't matter it's going over the side because I'm going to trim around it anyway. Or oh, not much ink on this one. I'm just going to top a bit of colour in there like that. There we go. Oh, I didn't do that one. There we are. Now I'm going to quickly, bumping you. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to quickly bump you. I'm going to quickly hand cut these out. I'm using the thick Very Vanilla here today. You could use a thin one if you wanted to. I just prefer the thick one when I'm doing anything which is going to be sitting up in the air, just so it doesn't sort of get crushed as it goes through the mail or on its way to wherever I'm giving it to, especially if my kids are delivering it. There we are, there's our one we did with the doorbell. See once it's cut out, you can't really see that it's any different to the others. It's just really all about preference. When we cut out, I like to use right at the back of our scissors if you can. find it's much sharper than using your tips, and if you rotate your paper, it's a lot easier to get around than rotating your scissors. And there we are. 3 all done. So then it's only a matter of just popping it all together. So we've got our base we made. We've got 13 centimeters of Hessian ribbon here. I'm going to use our tear and tape to adhere that down. So I do find the ribbons are much harder to glue than other things. Or maybe I'm just impatient and waiting for it to set properly. That's also quite possible. So I'm just going to pop the tear tape on the back of it. Yeah, and I've gone over that end a bit, so I'm just going to flick that back under. And I think, about there in the middle. Put a couple of dimensionals on the back. My dimensionals don't want to come out. On the back of here. And I'm going to put them right at the bottom and right at the top. And the reason for that is that if I put them in the center, because they're going over that ribbon, that will actually end up making it higher up again. Now I'd probably need to double up the dimensionals elsewhere. There we are. Pop that down. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of Tombow or multi-purpose glue just to stick on the flowers. And that's it. All done. Now you could put the happy birthday slogan on the inside if you wanted to. Either this one or this one. Or even this. But I've just left it straight as that one because, as I said, I might use it for a team incentive or, you know, a friend who's got a new job or something. So I'll just leave it as that. Okay, thanks for that. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.